morning. Look what Polly came home with. Not one, but two of these ginormous trays of strawberries. So I'm going to try to preserve some of them by putting them in the freezer on a cookie sheet, one layer at a time, let them freeze, and then pop them in a Ziploc bag. So, and I have a trick to share with you, so I'll show you that next. Okay, so here's the tip. Now, I don't have anything special to remove the caps, and that's what I want to do, the little leafy parts or the little stem end right here. I want to keep as much of the strawberry intact as possible, so I'm making a tool do double duty, and it's this little tongs, these little tongs, which have serrated edges. They're ordinarily meant for sugar cubes, and yes, I still use old-fashioned sugar cubes. So all you do is, of course, see, how can I do this one-handed? I'll demonstrate as far as I can. So you take it by the cap, lock down, and then twist, and they twist off very, very nicely when you're using both hands. And no juice loss or minimal juice loss, and most of the strawberry stays intact. So I'm going to do that for the single layer, and I'll show you what the pan looks like in a minute. Well, in a second for you. Gorgeous. So this tray is going in the freezer. I'll check on it in about 15-20 minutes, and if they're solid to the touch, I'll pop them in a Ziploc bag and start in on the next batch. So I have that and this to finish. I'm not going to freeze all of them. I'll keep some fresh. The ones that have to be used immediately will be eaten in the next day or two. The rest are going to go in the freezer for a little kiss of summer later in the year. All done working. Let's see, it is 1:15 on a Sunday. So I'm going to go throw some laundry and check in on the chickens. I've seen them this morning, and continue with my strawberry processing. Oh look, all my boys comfortable on the couch, relaxing. And there's one on the floor. By my foots, because that's mommy dog, right? And I'm going to be editing some gorgeous pictures of strawberries that I took. Not these, although that is one of my photographs. And that photograph was taken with a mediocre 5 megapixel instant camera.
Mediocre?
No, the pictures. No, I'll show you in a second. The picture on my screen was with my old camera. I'm not calling my Nikon mediocre.
That's a nice camera.
It is, but yeah, these are the 5-minute chocolate microwave cakes with strawberries, whipped cream, and melted Nutella. You want that? I thought you wanted strawberry shortcake. See, this is what happens, and when I vlog when Polly's around, he thinks whatever I'm talking about is going to happen instantaneously. So I have both window boxes down. I unscrewed the other one manually, but I have the electric drill battery charging, so I'm going to fill them first, and then I'll put them on those two windows on the side of the raised beds, that side of the house. But in the meantime, I have this pot for the compact basil to go into. So I'm going to do that now, and then I'll fill these two up, and then sow the lettuce directly into the soil, no starters, because it's lettuce and it'll come up. And I hear commotion from the coop, which I'm right next to. Everything's been watered, but I might water one more time, and then these peppers have come up, so I might transfer them in little cardboard, little toilet paper roll containers too, because I think I have saved enough now. So we'll see, and I think the dill just has to go directly in the garden. I'm not going to bother with, I'll just pull each one of those plugs out and put them right in the garden in the herb bed. And then in one of these I found him, so he's going to go in the garden too. Maybe he'll watch over the lettuces. I don't know what the commotion's about, but there was one egg already. So let's transfer the basil. So the compact basil has been replanted. I'm going to water it in a minute once I get these done. I filled them with the organic potting mix, and I'm going to split this little bag between the two containers. And I don't need it to be very, very full. As you can see, I don't have it all the way up to the top for two reasons. One, I have the holes that are going to attach. So you have to take that screw out. I have the holes that are going to attach them to the windowsills on the outside, and this particular, these greens don't need really deep root establishment because they're going to be picked as they're tall enough to eat. So it's not like carrots or radishes where you'd need some more depth. So actually these containers are deep enough to grow radishes that are not icicle shape, and yeah, if you have a compact garden, you can absolutely do strawberries in these. And I'm so glad I washed these, because I would have spent $50 and I already had the supplies on hand. So talk about being wasteful. So yeah, it's not an aesthetic, it's a function issue. So these will work just fine. They do have drainage holes at the bottom, which I've opened one of them up. Actually, one was missing the plug, so I'm gonna open the other one up before I mount them. So what I'm going to do is, since I have a screwdriver near me, I'm just going to make a little trough down the middle of each of the boxes and sprinkle in with my fingers the seeds, and I'm going to divide them between the two of them. So what I'll do is I'll empty the seeds into my hand and then sprinkle half into each one, and then top it with about a 1/4 inch more soil and then water them in. And I'm going to leave them right here on the table for now until I attach them. So all of this will get watered as soon as I'm done with this. I think I'm going to use a watering can rather than the hose because they're so close to the chickens. I don't want to douse the chickens or the coop, because there's nothing worse than a wet coop. The smell is just not pleasant. So I'll show you what these look like once they're sown in, or where I'm just ready to sow them into the soil. So as you can see, I've just tapped down the soil ever so slightly and then created a little divot in the center, and that's where the seeds are going to go, and there are the seeds. So unfortunately I have to do this off camera because I don't have my tripod out here. I'm going to empty the seeds into the palm of my hand and then sprinkle them in evenly in each one of the boxes. So there are the seeds in my dirty hand, but that's okay. I don't mind gardening with my hands. It just means I'm growing something for us to eat later on. So I'm going to sprinkle half in each box and then give them a 1/4 inch cover of soil, like a warm little blankie. They'll cover the seeds. So really you're covering the seeds so they don't are not visible to birds if it's being sown outside, and so they don't wash away out of place where you have designated for them to sprout. So there you go. I'll show you what, you might not see them, but I'll show it to you once I've put them in. Alrighty, so the seeds are in. It's those little black and white flecks right here. You could barely see them, but they're in. See in the little trough? Now I'm going to give them a little blanket and water them in. Chicken fight going on. So now that these are moist and warm under a blanket and watered in, I can leave them right here and water them a couple times a day and make sure that the soil doesn't get too dry. You don't want to waterlog them because then germination's altered as well. And I will check in. They should germinate, let's see, in I think 7 to 14 days depending on soil and temperature conditions. It's optimum weather right now, so it may be 7 days and maybe 7 to 10 days. I would guess. That would be my guess because it's nice and warm, and I'll make sure I'll keep them watered. And this hopefully will turn into a nice basil plant that I could maybe give to my mom to keep at her condo. They're moving in 3 weeks, so I'm gonna go grab the egg that I heard in the coop, check to see if there's any others, and then go put laundry in, and then I think I'll grab a couple of toilet paper tubes to transplant the little peppers. I think I might have given up on the kohlrabi. We'll see. Some things just don't grow well in my soil and others do, so it's a learning process. Do you think that's a difference between men and women, or just me and my husband? Because I don't like that. I like this. Because why would you have them in going different directions and not by size? It's just logical. I bet you he was the kind of boy who threw his crayons in the box in opposite directions. Not facing all up. So I don't have to cook dinner tonight because Paulie made chili.
Yay.
Yay, chili
Hello.
boy.
Thank you all for your kind thoughts.
They heard you say that yesterday. It was really cute. You said it quietly in the car. So Paulie made chili and some baked potatoes, and we're just gonna split the potatoes and put the chili on top. And I already made biscuits for strawberry shortcake. And there's some salad, tomato, onion, cucumber. So that's it.
Tell them what's in the dressing.
It's a basic vinaigrette minus the
It is the
shallots.
best.
It's olive oil, vinegar, lemon, a teaspoon of Dijon mustard, salt, black pepper, and just mixed together.
And it is the best, refreshing. Oh,
yeah, nice. So I think we're gonna call it a day, right? That's gonna be it for us for today.
Yep, we're gonna have num-nums.
We're gonna eat dinner, relax, and I want to finish the laundry and enjoy True Blood, which premieres tonight at 9 p.m.
I don't enjoy True Blood, but I'm gonna be upstairs sleeping.
That's right. He'll be in the back to work mode.
Yes.
So thank you so much for stopping by, keeping me company. Paulie, move the chair away from the wall. Do you not hear it creaking? See?
This is, she yells at me for little things like that.
That's not yelling. That's just a gentle reminder. And maybe that's what the video should be called, gentle reminders. Alright, thanks everyone for watching. Don't forget the thumbs up. It's free for you and it helps me out. And I'll see you all tomorrow.
Bye-bye.
Bye.